What's up, guys? It's ME Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Naoya Inoue versus Jason Moloney, which will be a 12-rounder for the unified IBF, WBA, and Ring Magazine Bantamweight World Championship. And this fight will be Saturday, October 31st, from the MGM Grand Conference Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it will be broadcasted on ESPN, ESPN Plus, or on the ESPN app. And again, to both fighters, Naoya Inoue fighting out of Japan, ranked number 1 by BoxRec. And in my opinion, he's a pound-for-pound top 10 fighter. He is 19-0, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. And at only 19-0, and I believe 26 years old, he's already a three-time world champion. He won the WBC light flyweight title, WBO super flyweight world title, WBA bantamweight title, and the IBF bantamweight title as well. So 4-time world champion and 3-weight world champion. And he won the World Boxing Super Series tournament. But starting at a light flyweight, he won the WBC world title against Adrian Hernandez by KO, defended that title once against Viruas Vespian. Then he moved up in weight and took on Omar Andres Navarez for the WBO super flyweight world title. He won by KO there. Then defended that title a lot of times before he moved up to bantamweight. But specifically at super flyweight, he took on Marlito Perneras, David Carmona, Karun Jarpialard, sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. He knocked out Kohei Kono, Ricardo Rodriguez, Antonio Nieves, and Yon Boyu. Then at bantamweight, he did knock out Jamie McConnell for the WBA world title. Then I think this was his first fight in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. He knocked out Juan Carlos Payano for that WBA world title. But then in the, I believe it was the semifinal match, he did put Emmanuel Rodriguez down 3 times, knocking him out and also adding the IBF world title to his collection. And at that point, he was the unified WBA and IBF world champion. But then in the World Boxing Super Series final, he did have a fight of the year of 2019 fight against Nonito Donaire, winning the World Boxing Super Series tournament, the Ring Magazine world title. He won, I believe Nonito Donaire had the WBA Super Bantamweight World Championship. Because it's sort of confusing there. Naoya Inoue, I believe, had the regular title. He had the super title. And he also had the IBF title. So therefore, it makes him the unified WBA and IBF world champion. Plus, the Ring Magazine title was on the line. And the winner of that fight was basically marked as the best bantamweight in the world and guaranteed a spot in the top 10 pound for pound. And he did drop Nonito Donaire in that fight, and it was a war. He did get hurt once, but he showed that he had the chin to continue on with that fight and win that fight convincingly on the judges' scorecards. And moving on to his opponent, Jason Moloney, fighting out of Australia, has a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 18 wins by knockout, ranked number 7 by BoxRec, arguably the top 10, top 5 around there, pound for pound Australian fighter. His only big wins are against Leonardo Baez, which is the fight that he's coming off of, which was in, I believe, June of this year in the bubble. But one thing to compare here, Inoue knocked out Emmanuel Rodriguez, while Moloney's only loss was via split decision to Emmanuel Rodriguez. And I gotta say, both these guys are in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. And obviously, you know who did better. Inoue won the tournament. Moloney got stopped in the first round of the tournament. But he did lose by split decision. And, that fight was very close versus Emmanuel Rodriguez. While Inoue's fight, he put him down 3 times, beat him up, and that was it. But that is one thing to compare as well. And another thing to compare is that Moloney has a win over Kohei Kono. Both of them do have knockout wins over Kono, which is a good thing. But, overall the experience, even though Moloney has more fights, goes to Inoue. The opponents that he beat, he has no losses, and he won the World Boxing Super Series tournament. But Inoue hasn't fought in a year, as opposed to Moloney, who hasn't fought in around 3-4 months. So there's one thing to compare there with their activity. But I still think Naoya Inoue is going to rip Moloney apart. I am a fan of the Moloney brothers, but I do think that Inoue is way too much. I do think he will get the stoppage win in the 4th or 5th round against Jason Moloney. I do see him battering Moloney. I mean, the one thing here is that it's his first fight in the U.S. in a ways, and usually these Japanese fighters are so used to the crowd cheering them on, screaming whenever he'd even miss a shot. But here it's no crowd in the U.S., had possibly jet lagged. Moloney did make his U.S. debut in June, but he looked great there. Got the corner stoppage against Leonardo Baez, as I said before, and I did make a video on that, so go check that out. But still, my prediction is going to be Naoya Inoue stopping Jason Moloney in the midst of the fight, 4th, 5th, or 6th round, to improve to 20-0 with 17 wins by knockout, defending his unified Bantamweight world titles. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.